Hey guys, Blake Mallon, co-founder of ViSalus here. Quick question for you. Are you ready to party? It's kind of a fun question, right? And you gotta love a business where the more you party, the more successful you become. And that's what makes the Body by Vi Challenge grow. Let's talk for a few minutes on the importance of you having your own personal challenge party and give you a few quick tips to make it as successful as it can be. The number one most important thing you need to know about your challenge party is schedule one. Okay, that's the number one most important thing. Right now, if you have not done so yet, you need to schedule your own personal challenge party. Now, this should be done within your first 4 to 7 days. Why do we schedule challenge parties within your first 4 to 7 days? Well, because we want you to become a ViSalus Rising Star, right? A Rising Star is someone that hits director in their first 30 days, but the average within the ViSalus community is we try to help people do it in their first 7. So the number one way to become a rising star is have a successful challenge party. If you want to do that in your first week, that means you have to have your party in your first week. So number one, right now, if you haven't done it, schedule it. What day over the next 4 to 7 days are you going to have a personal challenge party? Okay, now when I say personal challenge party, that means the challenge party is going to be done in your house. Trick question, we are a home-based business. Where is your challenge party going to be held? Okay, you got me, right? It's in your house. But Blake, my house is dirty. My house is small. I can't have a challenge party. Guys, you're inviting your family and friends and people you know to your challenge party. They know you're dirty, okay? It's okay. You're not fooling anybody. You see, the key is your relationships are comfortable in your home. Right? They have the divot. You know what I mean by the divot? Right? They know that place on that couch or that chair. They're comfortable. So guys, launching your business is not done in a hotel. Launching your business is not done in somebody else's house. Launching your business is not done in a coffee shop, right, or a juice shop. Launching your business is done in your home through your personal challenge party in your first 4 to 7 days. Okay? So schedule it in your home, right? Go ahead and get with, your upline leaders and maybe ask them to help out as well. Let me give you a quick snapshot of how your challenge party is going to work over the next week. First and foremost, you're going to invite everybody over. Generally, it's a weekday evening or a weekend. Everybody comes in. I recommend having some music playing on the radio, right? On the stereo, put in something simple, something everybody will like. That way, when everybody walks into your house, it doesn't sound like this. Awkward, right? Silence is awkward. That's why when we get in elevators, there's music, right? You guys want to let people be at ease, so put on some tunes. It kind of lightens the atmosphere. As people come in, you're going to want to have music playing and people up and about. I would be blending shakes. So the first thing you're going to want to be doing is serve some shakes, right? That's the best thing we have about the challenge party. It's a way to try the product. I recommend making at least 3 different of your favorite flavors, right? And if you're not a good shake maker, go find somebody inside Vinet or find someone in your local market that has some great recipes, steal the recipes, make at least 3 shakes. Blend those things up, and you want to serve little tasters of 3 different shakes. Let people hang out, try the product. Inevitably, you're going to be hanging out for 10, 15, 20, sometimes even 30 minutes as you wait for people to arrive. It's okay. Make it social. Make it fun. As people are going out there and saying, well, what am I drinking? Don't explain. This is where it's very important to have some literature out and about in your challenge party. I recommend having personally the ViSalus Media Kit, right? That's that little disc journal media kit out there. Show the comparisons, the ingredients, the stories. A great tool would be the Success from Home magazine, right? Having those out. Oh, we were featured in the magazine. Here's some stories. I recommend using those tools, more professional, best promoting tools we have. But at the very least, guys, print out some stories, print out some pictures, maybe print out the comparison chart, have some things for people to look at and talk about while everybody's hanging out. Okay, so that's the first part of the party. We're hanging out, we're socializing, we're drinking shakes, we're reading this. Once everybody's tried all your flavors, learned a little bit, now you're going to take everybody around from the kitchen or hangout area, go to the living room, let people get comfortable. Don't set up chairs. Don't do anything weird. Take notes on this. Your challenge party should be normal. Be normal. Be normal. Don't do weird stuff, guys. This has got to be social and simple. So we go to your living room. We take the DVD out of the media kit or out of the magazine, put it in the DVD player, press play. Okay, so press play. Let Nick Sarnicola, right, our co-founder, one of our top producers, give the entire presentation for you. You don't have to present. You don't have to speak. All you got to do is take the DVD out, stick it in, and press play. Okay, very simple. We hang out, watch the presentation, right? Either in the middle or after the presentation, have some people share some stories. So first we're sharing product, then we're sharing the challenge on the DVD, then we're sharing some stories, right? People on what kit you're using, their before and afters, tell your story. And lastly, you want to decide who's interested in joining the challenge and who's interested in promoting the challenge. You can do this right there. The DVD does it for you. Or you might have someone and your upline support team come in and maybe close out your challenge party for you. Or a lot of times, if maybe you're in a new area, maybe you have someone call in over the phone or Skype in over a computer and help you conclude your challenge party, guys. So those are the simple steps of your challenge party. Share the product, share the DVD, share the stories, and then enroll people and welcome them to the challenge. Take your promoters and put them through a getting started training and help them schedule their challenge party in their 4 to 7 days. And if you guys want the magic tip, here's the magic tip. Have 10 to 15 people at your challenge party. Watch the magic. 10 to 15 people. Come over, try the shakes, watch the video, hang out, have fun. You guys, I promise you, 9 times out of 10, if you have that many people there, you're going to get at least 3 customers, which means now your product is free, and at least 3 promoters, which means now you are a director and a rising star right out of that challenge party. If you have 10 to 15, guys, that's the magic, which means you're going to need to call 25 to 50 to get 10 to 15 people to show up. And then the amazing part is the people that enroll in your team, they saw you had 10 to 15 people, which means they think they have to have 10 to 15 people, and that's what gets this thing growing. So, good luck on your challenge party. Don't forget the most important thing, which is schedule it right now, and I look forward to seeing you guys have success in promoting the Body by Vi Challenge.
Okay, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about scheduling your first challenge party. You want to make sure that you do that in the first 4 to 7 days. That way you have the opportunity to become a rising star director.
Okay, so when your guests show up, you want to make sure you have music playing, something that's positive and upbeat. You know, there's nothing like dead silence. That will kill a challenge party. Have music, make it fun.
The next thing you want to do is make sure that you're blending shakes, and you want them to taste yummy, so you want to have at least 3 different flavors for them.
I like chocolate.
Ooh, I like the Orange Julius.
And something fruity, maybe. So make sure you always have tools out so that the literature and all the tools do the explaining so that you don't have to.
Okay, so your guests have arrived. They walked into the kitchen. You made them some shakes.
There's music playing.
Yeah, music
happy
playing in the
music.
background. They got to look a little bit at the tools and talk a little bit. Sit them down in your living room and push play on the DVD.
So when the DVD's done, you want to make sure that you highlight your success stories. You have people that have success on the product. You have people that have success, driving BMWs.
My goal is to lose 10 pounds in 90 days, and I think within 10 days I had already lost 7 pounds of the 10, and I was completely amazed.
We were struggling. We were almost a month away from bankruptcy. And the 90-day challenge for me was actually a challenge to turn things around in a 90-day period, which we did.
So you want to make sure you highlight those stories.
Okay, so now that everybody's seen the DVD, they've heard all the amazing stories, you want to make sure that those enrollment forms are in their hands and you get them enrolled on the challenge. Be sure to follow all of these steps because there are definitely do's and don'ts of a challenge party.
Okay, so once everybody's done and everybody's ready to go, you get everybody enrolled, and then you go right away into the Getting Started training, as we call it, the GST.
Oh, now I've got to do a challenge party. Yeah. Challenge party, challenge party, challenge party. Let's do a challenge party. Who wants to know how to do a challenge party? I'm going to share with you how to actually do an effective challenge party. Step number 1, really simple. party.visalis.com. Go to party.visalis.com and it has all the little documents and things that you actually need at the party. Genius, I know, it's crazy. Step number 2 is, well, pretty much you want to actually have 3 different kinds of shake. I mean, you could, make like a plain shake. Yay! Not exciting. 3 different kinds of shake, like make the Reese's Pieces shake or the apple pie shake. Taste it beforehand. Make sure it actually tastes good because, it's a shake mix that tastes like a cake mix. So you want to actually taste good. And the third and final thing is make sure the DVD player actually works. I can't tell you how many parties I've gotten to 10 minutes trying to make the thing work. Don't want to do that. These are the things that Jason O'Toole, the top earner in the company, the super god or whatever you want to call it, shared with me. These are the basic steps. I'm actually going to make this a 4-part series. So step 1, party.visalis.com. Step 2, 3 different kinds of shake. Step 3, make sure the DVD actually works. And final thing, man, it's a party. It's not a meeting. Hi, I'm at a meeting. It's the most boring thing in the world. No, it's a party. Play some music. Because we like to party. We like to party. So play some music. Keep it in a fun atmosphere. And I'm going to take you through what to do next. So tune back in. Catch you later. This is part 2 to the challenge party. Exciting, I know. Now that you've got the music pumping, the shakes are served, people are walking in, you're ready to rock, you're socializing with everyone. Now everyone's already there. Now what you do, the music's pumping, the host walks to the front of the room, not the director or regional director. The host comes to the front and they share because they're in their home with their people. You see, if you do promoter parties and everyone's inviting 1 or 2 people, the expectation on the person actually doing the party, they're like, oh, whatever, I don't have to bring anyone. But if you're going to someone's home and they're just inviting their friends and you're a director or a regional director, you're coming in and there's no one there, man, they're going to fill the room. And when they use the pre-party system and do 2 tools, it works. And what you want to do is now that everyone's come in, the host comes up to the front and he goes, hey everyone, music off. Oh man, I'm so glad that you're all here. This is my goal. This is my story, and here's some other stories I've heard, and this is my why. Be authentic and be real. You don't have to memorize scripts or anything. Just be real with the people and say, we have director of Visalis, Bob here, but you know what? It's so simple, we're just going to push play. This is the reason. You don't want that person to come up, whoever it is, the title, 4-star, 5-star, you want it to be from you and you want it to push play, so it's simple. But the cool thing is, if you had the director of Apple, would you be excited by that? If you had the regional director or the 4-star ambassador of Apple, you'd be pretty excited. So the title doesn't really matter. All that matters is there's someone cool in the room and I just have to push play. So get on the next video and learn what the next step is, and this is so exciting. See you soon. Part 3 of the challenge party. See guys, this is such a simple process. We shouldn't be taking 2 hours for a party. It's like 15 and 30 minutes socializing, 25-minute video, director now comes up, and this is how you run the play. That's all this is. It's just a game. We're running a play. And now that the video's done, and just to recap, now if people are coming in the room and they've seen the 4-minute call and the 6-minute video, maybe they're not familiar with the business side. So before it starts, make sure that the host says, you know what, there's a little bit of business, a little bit of fun, but at the end we're gonna have Director Bob come up, but it's so simple, we're gonna push play. Now that it's over, host comes up, we have Director Bob! Yay! Director Bob comes up, and Director Bob, are you ready for this? It's really complicated. Says, this is my challenge goal, this is my story, here's some other stories I've heard, and this is my why. But you know what? People in the room, this business is so crazy. We have people helping people, and if you can share stories and get people on 2 tools like you did, That's how simple it is. And as a treat, we have National Director Frank on the phone. And what we're gonna do is Frank's gonna share his story. So hold on one sec, guys. This is such a treat. Boom. Frank, now you hear from a third-party source outside of the room, and that helps create value. You see, when people start hearing from people they don't know, sometimes they listen a little better from people they do know. Call me crazy, but you know, their friends have seen you do silly things, and trust me, my friends have seen me do a lot of silly things, and it kind of devalues you. But the more you hear from experts, and an expert is just anyone, not you, that's right. And it's so simple. They're like, oh wow, this is exciting. So many stories, so many results. I love this. And that's when you go down and you go, are you a 1, 2, or 3? And in the next video, I'm gonna show you how simple it is. So see you then. So here's the final part to the challenge party, but I'm gonna split this up into 2 parts, the customers and the promoters. Now that everyone's shared their stories, you basically say, as the director or the title in the room, those that wanna become a customer of the challenge and just get healthy, that's great. Let's set your 90-day challenge goals in the kitchen. Let's get you set up on the challenge, show you how to use Facebook, really, really simple stuff. 30-day money back guarantee, nothing to lose. Those that want to promote and maybe get a free BMW or even get it for free, what I want you to do is just stay here. We're going to watch a short 10-minute video. Here's the getting started training forms. And you know what? Just put your names and numbers on all of them. And what I'm going to do is, you guys are so special. I want to spend some real time with each and every one of you, the promoters. So if you could just watch this 10-minute video, take some notes. I'll be right back. I'll just take care of these customers. So now the promoters are happy, off to the customers. All right, customers, now let's rock. What kid would you like? Call kit, cool. You know what, I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, no worries. What's your goal? Probably to lose 15 pounds and really work on my energy. Call kit. Cool. Just put call kit, name, number, and just tick that. Okay, next one. What kit would you like? Well, I'm not actually sure. What's your goal? Lose 30 pounds. Definitely transformation kit. If you just tick the box, no, I don't know if it's for me. That's okay. Just tick that box anyway, because that's what would work for you. Put your name and number. I'll come right back to you, okay? Now, last person. You know, what's your goal? Oh, it's probably lose like 10 pounds, maybe 15. Would you like more energy? Yeah. Core kit would be what I recommend. 30-day money back guarantee. You got nothing to lose. So put your name, number, and your details. No, I don't have the money. That's okay. Just put your name, number, and just tick the box. I'll come right back to you. Okay, cool. Got your application. Now, I'm going to send you a special email on how to actually post this on Facebook, and I'll call you tomorrow at 2. And we're going to get everything set up. Does that work for you? Cool. All right, next person. You know what? I see you've got money challenges. I want you to go to this YouTube link. I'm going to give you homework, and I'd like to talk to you tomorrow, maybe at 7 or 8. What would work better for you? 2 choices. 8, cool. I'm going to call you at 8. I'm going to have National Director on the phone. She's a rock star, so she can help you with that problem that you're having, okay? So I'll do that. Thank you. Okay, got your name, number, and I have time to follow up. I'm going to call you. Just do me one favor. If I'm going to do this work for you, can you please pick up the phone? I don't want to look like a silly, person in front of my national directors. Thanks. Okay, cool. Do it here. Homework, time to follow up, get the information, and then that way, because if maybe they just weren't ready, pre-expose them to something else, set a time to follow up, give them some homework, and make sure you're national director or above. These people have skill sets. They'll help you take it the next step. Once all of that's done, you're like, okay guys, see you later, out the door, back to the promoters, and that's part 2. This is the final video, the part 2 of the final video, and this is when you come back to the promoters. They've watched it. This is when you go through the getting started training sheets and you say, before I even get into this, I want to make sure each of you have your name, your number, and the kit that you're going to pick. Well, I'm not sure which kit I want to pick. That's okay. What's your goal? Well, 20, 30 pounds, transformation kit. What's your goal? I don't know. I don't know, 10 pounds. Oh, that's okay. Energy, core kit. Oh, triathlon, core kit. Make sure that they all have their name and number and box picked. Then you're going to say, now the reason why, what we do is, for you guys, do you want to make money? Does everyone want to make money? Great. Okay, well what we're going to recommend is the $499 and the $999. That's where you can actually get into profit sharing and BMWs. You're 6 times less likely to get to Rising Star if you don't do that. So let's at least pick one of those boxes. We can sort it out later. Now, what's your why? Start there. Make sure that they have their why written down. Make it specific. Getting financially free is good, but it's not great. You see, you want to get specific with the people that are potentially promoters because they want to know that you care. So find out who is that person that they would run into a burning building for, and that's what's going to drive them into the business. The second part is make sure that they all list those 25 names. Make it a game. Give them a $10 gift certificate to whoever does it first. Give them a cookie. It doesn't matter. Incentivize them to take action. The final piece is you've got their why. You've also got their list of 25, and then finally, you've got to make sure that they know how to plug in. Make sure they know when the calls are, your team call, the vision call. The biggest thing I could recommend is when you're sitting down with a potential promoter, they have this huge why. Ask them this. What's your challenge goal? Specific. It needs to be specific because that's what's going to help you market. But the biggest thing is you're like, what type of income would you like to make? If everything could work out today, what is it for you if you could make that? What would that mean to you and what is that figure? Get them to write it down. Generally, they're going to write up a big number, and what I want you to ask them is this. Now that you've written that number, compared to what you're doing now, is that a full-time income or a part-time income? Now, if they said 5, 8, 10,000 and they're not making that in their jobs already, then that's a full-time income. Does that make sense? And this is what I always tell people. If you've got that as your full-time income, there is no way you can get a full-time income without a full-time effort. So how many hours are you going to put into your business? Now, 40 hours a week you don't have to have that kind of effort with this. But what I mean is a full-time effort. When you're working your business for an hour, what's your intensity level? What's your passion? How hard do you want to work? And the cool thing about our business, this is it. This is the crux, the creme de la creme. You go hard with a full-time effort. You get that full-time income, and then you can have a part-time effort and have a full-time life. I'm going to come back and do some more tips on the challenge party, but that's how you run the party. That's how you pull it together, and I'll see you soon. So this is just to recap the Challenge Party series. Make sure that everyone knows what they need to do. Everyone has a job. Make sure that the video is working, the music's going, that the director knows what to do, the host knows what to do, that you have a three-way ready to rock, and you split the customers, you split the promoters, you make sure that you get their details and give them homework. If they're not ready, that's okay. Give them a homework and let them know they have a national director that they're going to speak to that's an expert to help answer their questions further. You see, your job's to direct, not to do anything more, not to take someone on head. You just want to have it fun and exciting. Hour and 15 minutes. But the biggest thing is after every challenge party, you bring it back to the getting started training. You bring it back to the promoters that want to get started right there on the spot. They book their pre-party and they book their challenge party. The pre-party is where they get together with you and actually learn how to connect with others, how to get them on the 2 tools. And we're going to learn about that in another video. And you make sure that on the spot, they book that challenge party. And that's how this works. See, you call 25 people, 10 people show up, 3 people get signed up. Right there on the spot, you're in 3 more homes. And then you do it again. Now the director's running it. You show them how to do those 3 parties, and then it's in 3 more homes, and 3 more homes, and 3 more homes. This can work very, very fast on a viral basis. And more than anything, make sure a new customer or a new promoter sets their challenge goal. Because when you're working towards something, whatever that goal is, you promote naturally. So I'll see you guys soon and catch you later.